Okay, Vinyl Scratch has simply one question. Are you tolerant of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic? Yes. Yes, I am. I have no problem with it whatsoever. Smash Bros. For the Win 130600 asks, what are you excited for at E3 this year? What's your most hyped game of 2015? And what are your thoughts on Xenoblade Chronicles X? I'm excited to see Zelda Wii U at E3. The most hyped game of 2015 is also Zelda Wii U. And I've already said my thoughts on Xenoblade Chronicles X. I like it, but I have quite a few problems with it. Jake Hikari asks, have you ever played any games from the Persona series? If so, what are your thoughts on the games? What are you doing now that you're 19, college, still living with your parents? If you were stuck on an island and that had electricity and Wi-Fi until the end of time and you could only bring 2 video games, which ones would you bring? I've never played any of the Persona games. I've heard a lot about them, been mildly interested. I've just never seen any or been able to get my hands on any. Yeah, I'm 19. I am in university now, and yes, I am still living with my parents because they're... let's just say I have awesome parents. They've always been supportive of everything I've done in my life. They've always been just supportive and just like, I don't really have the means to survive on my own at the moment. I will once I work up enough shit in my life, but until then, yes, I am supported by my parents. I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm supported by my parents. Yeah, so what? I'm just supported by my parents. And 2 games, probably Smash Brothers and Xenoblade Chronicles. Those are the 2 games. I mean, like, while Twilight Princess and Wind Waker are 2 of my favorite games ever, the problem is that they're finite in content kind of thing. Xenoblade Chronicles is a game that has a lot of content, a lot of additional content that I could play for hours and hours and hours and try to do everything myself without the help of a guide. And Smash Brothers with Wi-Fi, and I'm assuming the Wi-Fi would be fucking good, that then I could play online with people all the time. And then it's like, or just maybe if I was stuck on an island and I could like turn on the Wii Speak and be like, help, I'm on an island, help. That would help as well. Okay, Sigma Scott 4 asks 10 questions. Favorite game that everybody hates? Do you like Mortal Kombat? If you haven't played any of the games, would you consider giving them a try? Do you like the Mega Man games, specifically the X series? If you haven't played them, are you interested? Would you mind seeing a sequel to the Shadow Pokemon games, Colosseum and XD? Do you agree with me that it's too early if it's too early for Pokemon Generation 7? What do you think of the other pseudo-legendary Pokemon besides Metagross? What do you think of fanfiction? Which fanfiction story is your favorite? Would you consider doing a collab with Fawful's Minion or Super Clever 76? If you're a villain, what would your master plan be? How would you go about accomplishing it? Which video game characters would be your henchmen? Which video game character would be your second in command? What would your superpowers be? And which video game character would be your arch nemesis? And aren't Scolopes just awesome? That's a lot of questions. Favorite game that everybody hates? I would say then Skyward Sword. Mortal Kombat, I haven't played any games. I'm mildly interested in it. I like the Mega Man games. I'm not too into the X series, but the first Mega Man X is a game that I really, really like. I would like to see a sequel to Colosseum and XD, because that would be amazing. Yeah, I think it's too early for Pokemon Gen 7, but then again, they did cut off my favorite. The generations are getting really cut off really short now, which really makes me upset. My other Super Legendary opinions, Dragonite, I kind of like it, but it was never too much of a big deal to me. Tyranitar was awesome. Salamence is cool, but in my head, it was a case of... My brother always liked Salamence, so it was a case of, in my head, I like Metagross as the pseudo-legendary, my brother likes Salamence as the pseudo-legendary. Then Garchomp's awesome. Hydreigon is pretty cool, and Goodra is adorable, and I love it. Goodra is awesome. What do you think of fanfiction? I don't really read much of fanfiction. It's just never really interested me. I would love to do a collab with Fawful's Minion and Super Clever 76. Sure, why not? And if I were a villain, I would never be a villain. I have no villainous tendencies. I don't have a bad bone in my entire body. I could never do something like that. It would hurt my heart too much to do anything like that. And Scolopes are awesome. Yes, Scolopes are awesome. Scolopes is such an awesome fucking Pokemon. Yep, okay. This next question is from Ash's Pikachu. Favorite dungeon from each 3D Zelda game? Do you plan to do live streams like your Smash stream on Twitch more often? And what games are you looking forward to the most? From each 3D Zelda game, I'd probably say my favorite dungeon opening of time is the Spirit Temple, Majora's Mask, the Stone Tower Temple, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, the Earth Temple, Twilight Princess, Arbiter's Grounds, and Skyward Sword, Ancient Sister. No, I don't really plan on doing more live streams like my Smash Brothers stream because it's just really... I might, but I just don't think I really have the talent to do streams on Twitch. At least not by myself. Maybe if I had like more people with me and I had that dynamic going, I could do it live, but other than that, I can't really do it. And what game are you looking forward to the most? Zelda Wii U. How many times have I said that? Jennifer Wiley asks, what would be your favorite Pokemon generation? That would be Pokemon Gen 5. Vapid Bobcat asks, if you could live in a galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, what would it be? Would you do a top 10 favorite video game songs list? And would you do a top 10 3D Mario levels? Maybe, Gusty Gardens, because Gusty Gardens is beautiful. I would love to do that, especially if you had the music going the entire time. Gusty Gardens would be amazing to live in. I would do a video game songs list if I wasn't worried about copyright. If I wasn't getting instantly flagged and claimed, that would just be a pain in the ass. I mean, like, if I could get away with it, I could, but no. Would I do a top 10 3D Mario levels? Maybe, but I don't think it's likely to do it. I just don't see myself doing that. One Up Arcade asks, are there any characters that you want to main or secondary in Smash but haven't got around to it yet? Do you think the Zelda franchise could benefit from getting a main series game with different gameplay mechanics and a new art style, still keeping in the traditional Zelda formula? Are there any video game sequels that you'd like to see? Are there any characters that I want to main? Are there? I guess I always kind of wanted to learn how to play as Luigi. I kind of wanted to learn how to play as Mega Man properly. Maybe Ryu. Those are the kinds of ones I wanted to learn how to play, but I just never really got into it or just really was adept at doing so. So, yeah. Changing the Zelda franchise like that could work, but I just think you'd have to be very careful about it. I mean, like, I'd be all for it, but I just... The finishing project would be the most important thing. And if that didn't come together, then it would fall apart. And are there any video games you'd like to see? Yes, I'd like to see Rayman 4. Failure Smarty asks, what country are you from? Will you ever do a collab in the future? And boobs? I'm natively from Scotland, but I migrated to Australia, how many years ago was it now? I think maybe 8 or so years ago, I'd say I moved. So I'd say I'm from Scotland, but I live in Australia now. Will I ever do a collab in the future? I probably will. I just need to find someone to do a collab with. And boobs? Butts. Okay, Greenhawk Incorporated asks, have you ever played Mega Man X6? And if so, what is your opinion about it? Are you a fan of Dragon Ball Z? And if so, who is your favorite character? And what is the worst cartoon you have ever seen? I've never played Mega Man X6, and I probably never will, so I don't have an opinion on that. I don't really watch Dragon Ball Z. I only watch the Abridged series, and if the Abridged series is anything to go off of, well, it's not anything to go off, but I'd say possibly Vegeta would be my favorite. And the worst cartoon I've ever seen... Alan Gregory, I think? Yeah, Alan Gregory was terrible. Yeah, fucking Alan Gregory. Slasher Link asks, who is your favorite TF2 class? What were some of your favorite Cartoon Network shows growing up? And do you watch the RWBY guys? If yes, who is your favorite? Favorite TF2 class would probably end up being the Scout, because he's fast and can really annoy the shit out of people, and that's really fun to play as, so yes, it's Scout. The favorite Cartoon Network shows growing up was probably like Ben 10, the original series of original running of Ben 10, Codename Kid Next Door, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and can I think of any more? I don't think I can actually think of any more. Those were pretty much the ones I can remember from my childhood. Those ones were awesome. And do I watch the RWBY guys? Yes, I do occasionally. Not everything. I do watch the stuff from time to time, and my favorite is definitely Chugga Conroy. Okay, Hydrohaxorus asks, which class in TF2 is your favorite? What's your stance on the Professor Layton games, and who did you vote for in the Smash ballot? My favorite class in TF2, like I said, is the Scout. I haven't played any professional lane games, so I can't really voice any opinions either way. That's just how it is. Why did I have this in here? And who did I vote for in the Smash Ballot? Like I said, I voted for Shovel Knight. Red Gyarados 2000 asks, what are your favorite movies and TV shows? Has your opinion on Sonic 06 changed at all? And who are your favorite YouTubers? Like I said, I've listed my favorite movies tons of times. Like my favorite TV shows are like maybe like How I Met Your Mother, Bones. Like those are like some of my favorite shows. Then like you also have the animated ones like Futurama, The Simpsons a little bit, but for the most part those are like my favorite TV shows. Yeah, has my opinion on Sonic 06 changed at all? Not really. I still like it. It's a horrible guilty pleasure of mine. And my favorite YouTubers, like I said, are like JonTron, PVG, ProJared, Rabbit Luigi, False Minion, Nostalgia Critic, Angry Video Game Nerd, those kind of people. Okay. Super Shadow 58100 asks, what are your thoughts on Sly Cooper Thieves in Time? Do you like it? What is your least favorite dungeon from each 3D Zelda game? And what are your thoughts on Mario and Luigi Paper Jam? Like I've said, Sly Cooper Thieves in Time I have not played, so I don't have an opinion on it. Like I said, my favorite dungeons from 3D Zelda games are the Spirit Temple from Ocarina of Time, the Stone Tower Temple from Majora's Mask, Earth Temple from Wind Waker, Arbiter's Grounds from Twilight Princess, and the Ancient Cistern from Skyward Sword. Then my least favorite of them would be the Water Temple from Ocarina of Time, Great Bay Temple from Majora's Mask, the Wind Temple from Wind Waker. I'm stretching, but I guess I would say Lake Bed Temple from Twilight Princess and Skyview Temple from Skyward Sword. And I've already said my thoughts on Paper Jam are it's good, but they're way too obsessed with minigames. Way too fucking obsessed with minigames. Okay, the Earthquake 1001 asks, what made you want to make videos on the internet? Who is your favorite video game character? And outside Zelda, Sonic, and Pokemon, what is your favorite video game franchise? Like I said, I wanted to make videos just like as a way of expressing my opinion when I didn't have people to discuss that stuff with, and as well to just see if I could be entertaining or not. So, what's my favorite video game character? Like I said, there are too many to goddamn list, and if I said just one, I'd be doing injustice to the other characters that could be on the list. And outside Zelda, Sonic, what's your favorite video game franchise? Probably between like Metroid and Kirby, I think. I would say that those two are my favorites. Other than that, okay. Lightning Hydra asks, have you seen any of RWBY, which I assume is red, white, black, yellow, and do you like it? Who is your favorite Xenoblade Chronicles characters, and will you consider a blind let's play of Shin Megami Tensei 4? I haven't seen any of Red, White, Black, Yellow, but I have been considering it, judging from what I've heard from people about it. So, should I see Red, White, Black, Yellow? I have no clue. I know it's like a magical schoolgirl kind of thing, so I don't know whether I'd be into that or not, so I have no clue. Who's my favorite Xenoblade Chronicles character? Like I said, I love so many characters in the game, but probably I'd have to say Shulk, the main character, would be my favorite. And do one let's play of Shin Megami Tensei 4? Probably not. Okay. It's probably just not going to do that. Okay, the Shrub Commander asks, do you pray for jiggers every night? Do you have any better questions for me to ask? I can't think of anything. And why are you so stupid? Do I pray for jiggers every night? It's more like a bi-weekly kind of thing. Just a bi-weekly thing. And do you have any better questions for you to ask? Sorry, not really. Can't think of anything. Why are you so stupid? That's a good question. Why am I so stupid? Maybe it's because my brain don't think good. I don't know, really. Okay, the NCS Master asks, who is your favorite video game character? What is your least favorite video game? And who is your favorite YouTuber? Like I've said, I don't have a favorite video game character. There are just too many to list. What's my least favorite video game? Probably Sickerstar. And my favorite YouTuber probably have to say JonTron. Okay. Mechanized Gentleman asks, who is your favorite character in Xenoblade Chronicles? Have you played any other Operation Rainfall games? And how's college life? I said this before, I like all the characters, but my favorite has to be Shulk. Have you played any other Operation Rainfall games? I'm assuming you mean Pandora's Tower or The Last Story. No, I haven't played any of those ones. Haven't really had access to them, and I'm just not really that interested in playing them. And how's uni life? It's pretty good. It has its ups and downs. It has its cool periods. It has its stressful periods. They have the fun times. Then you have the low times. It's a good summing up of life, I would say, in that description. Yeah. Okay. Last page. Okay. So, Sunia Vangin Roberstad asks, have you played any Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games? What are your greatest hopes and dreams in life, and why are you so awesome? Okay. I do own a few Mystery Dungeon games. I haven't really gone into them, mainly because my experience with the very first one I played in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Team. No, you might think it's because I didn't like it. No, it was the exact opposite of that, because I liked it so much. I was really invested in it. I really liked playing it. And I think I was getting near the end of the game, but then, as I was reaching near the end of the game, I was on holiday in Rome, and I think I accidentally left my cartridge in the hotel room. And as of then, I feel I lost that experience with it, and now I can't. I don't know how to describe it. I've just not been able to get into Mystery Dungeon since. So I'm sure it's good. I just have my own personal stigma with it. Yeah. Greatest hopes and dreams in life? I don't know. Usual stuff. Be successful. Find that special someone and have a family. Just overall, just like live a happy life and make other people in my life happy. That's just kind of what I'd like. Yeah, that's my biggest dream for that. And why am I so awesome? I don't know. I choose not to think. I don't think I'm awesome. I never choose to think highly of myself because I don't want to become big-headed. That's one of my fears, is becoming big-headed and obnoxious. So really, I just try to say I'm decent all the time. I'm good, but I'm nothing better than that. I'm decent, but not more than that, because I think that just keeps a level head about the whole situation. Yeah. Okay, Samuel Kamen asks, when did you first hear about Xenoblade Chronicles X? What was the first video game you've ever played, and what got you to first start a YouTube channel? I first heard about Xenoblade Chronicles X, it was after I'd already played Xenoblade Chronicles, and then I realized it's like, oh, because there's a new game coming out, and I'm like, oh, another Xenoblade Chronicles, this is going to be amazing. And I've brushed up all my feelings about it, and I might brush on it later on in the video. What's the first video game you've ever played? Like I said, that was Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on my dad's Sega Mega Drive. And welcome me to first start a YouTube channel. I don't know. I think, honestly, what got me started initially was that I wanted to watch some videos, but I didn't. You needed an account because it was an age restriction thing at the time. This is back in 2007, so I started the YouTube channel I have now, and I lied about my age so I could watch stuff that required me being 18 to watch. That was a little shit. But, well, I did this when I was 11, so I just did that, and then from there, that account became what it is now, a couple of years down the line, and here we are now. Isn't life an amazing thing? Yeah. The Almighty Piplop asks, what is your favorite game for the 3DS and favorite game for the Wii U? Also, where did you get your 3DS capture card? Favorite game for the 3DS, I said, is Kid Icarus Uprising, and my favorite game for the Wii U is Smash 4. But I guess if you want to exclude Smash Brothers from that, I guess if it wasn't that, maybe, and I'm excluding remakes, maybe Hyrule Warriors, because that's a fucking awesome game. I love Hyrule Warriors. It's fun and just insane altogether, and it's just amazing. And where did I get my 3DS capture card? I got it from Katsukitty. It's a company that runs out of Japan, and it's really good. The capture card works really well. And the final questions are from the Cyber Okami. What do you think of Triforce Heroes? Are there any Pokemon that you dislike? And what would you say is your earliest video that still holds up today? Triforce Heroes. This is an interesting story. I have not touched Triforce Heroes, but I had a reason for doing this. My plan was originally to not touch this, not touch the game until I got my 3DS capture card, and then I would do a blind let's play of that with like other YouTubers and other subscribers. That was what I would have wanted to have done. But then, let's see, I ordered my 3DS capture card in August last year, and I got it in March this year. That's how long it took me to get it. So by the time I finally got it, it's like, oh, the Triforce Heroes hype has died down now, and I haven't touched this, and there's probably no one left to play it with, so this just kind of falls apart to the waveline. Like, this game is going to become my new Four Swords? Most likely. Most likely my new Four Swords. Well, are there any Pokemon that I dislike? There's not actually. Like I said, I either like the Pokemon or I'm indifferent to it. There's no in-between for me. Well, there's no extreme negative for me. That's just how I've always seen it. And what I would say is my earliest video that still holds up today? I don't know, because a lot of my earlier ones do have some serious problems with them. And I guess, I'm trying to think, like, what would I say is the latest one that still holds up? Maybe top 20 Sonic the Hedgehog vocal songs. That's probably the one I'd say holds up the best, Sonic the Hedgehog vocal songs. So yeah, and with that, the Q&A is over. Like I said in the very first part, I'm sorry this took so long to come out, because I recorded all of this, and then it crashed. I'm glancing at my computer now to make sure my computer has not crashed. It's still there, it's still recording. So hopefully this all worked out, and this will be up, and I'll be happy. So uni stuff is coming up, but I'll try my best to get my Xenoblade Chronicles Countdown ready, and then hopefully find some time to do that Fire Emblem Awakening Let's Play. So thank you all for watching. Thank you so much for 50,000 subscribers, and I'll see you guys all next time. Take care.